In nature, a successful hunt often begins with confidence.
But sometimes that confidence leads straight into danger. Because not every opponent is willing to become prey.
One bite, one counterattack.
And the balance of power changes in an instant.
Join us as we witness moments when snakes choose the wrong opponent.
Giant centipedes are among the most formidable predators beneath the ground.
With incredible speed, dozens of hook-like gripping legs, and venomous forcipules capable of delivering powerful toxins.
They can seize and immobilize prey in a remarkably short time. Some giant centipede species can exceed 10 inches in length and are capable of hunting lizards, rodents, and even venomous snakes. Despite carrying deadly venom, many snakes find themselves at a disadvantage when facing these many-legged predators.
In the darkness of a dry landscape, a coral snake is repeatedly pinned down by the centipede's curved, hook-like legs.
The snake tries to twist its head and fight back while searching for a way to escape, but the rear of its body remains firmly restrained. Giant centipedes possess more than 40 pairs of gripping legs and a flexible, flattened body, allowing them to maintain an exceptionally secure hold even during violent struggles.
As time passes, repeated bites and the effects of venom steadily weaken the snake's resistance.
In the end, the venomous snake still meets a grim fate. In nature, many failures do not begin with being weaker, but with the moment an opponent gains complete control. This time, the rattlesnake's adversary is a terrifying giant centipede. From the very first moments, its flattened shape and ability to maintain multiple points of contact at once make a giant centipede extremely difficult to dislodge once it has secured its grip.
Despite its attempts to escape, the snake remains pinned to the dry ground.
Predator stops only when the rattlesnake lies completely motionless. A single moment of misjudgment is sometimes enough to make a predator pay the price. When venomous snakes encounter the rulers of the sky, their deadly advantage is often neutralized almost completely.
He's such a big snake. You can see its powerful talons lock onto the snake's body before it can deliver an accurate counterstrike.
The more it struggles, the deeper the curved, razor-sharp claws press into its scales.
At this point, every attempt at resistance only brings the end closer. Mongooses are among the most fearless and quick-reacting hunters in nature.
Despite their small size, they are exceptionally aggressive and capable of taking on prey far more dangerous than themselves. The agile hunter constantly moves around its opponent, provoking the snake into striking first.
One venomous attack after another shoots forward, but each one misses by the narrowest margin.
Mongooses possess extraordinary reflexes and exceptional motion processing abilities, allowing them to evade the high-speed strikes of venomous snakes at extremely close range.
And in encounters like this, no matter how hard they try, the snakes rarely find a way to escape.
Hidden beneath the floor of South America's tropical forests, the giant tarantula is one of the most formidable ground predators. With fangs measuring nearly 1 inch in length and large venom glands, it is capable of subduing prey that few would expect a spider to challenge. This time its target is a furtilance, a snake renowned for venom that can rapidly damage living tissue and cause severe internal bleeding.
But within the confined space of a dark burrow, the advantage belongs to the spider.
The tarantula quickly secures its opponent with legs covered in sensitive hairs and repeatedly drives its venomous fangs into the prey.
After only a few minutes of struggle, the tarantula's venom begins overwhelming its opponent from within.
The venomous snake is ultimately defeated.
In murky waters, the greatest mistake a hunter can make is swimming into the kill zone of another apex predator.
The moment the crocodile detects the python, it immediately clamps onto the snake's head with its massive jaws. The bite force of a large caiman can exceed 1,500 to 2,000 pounds per square inch, driving its conical teeth deep into the prey.
The python instantly wraps multiple coils around the crocodile's snout, attempting to restrict the movement of the jaws and obstruct its opponent's vision. But every effort to resist gradually becomes meaningless against such overwhelming strength and endurance. Neutralize. The violent forces generated during the struggle are enough to overwhelm the python's ability to continue resisting, rapidly bringing the conflict. On this arid landscape, food is becoming increasingly scarce. What happens when two hungry predators cross paths?
The rattlesnake sounds its warning, but its opponent remains completely unfazed.
The Roadrunner spreads its wings, keeps its distance, and prepares for the confrontation. Its agile legs and outstretched wings help it maintain balance, allowing it to change direction instantly and dodge every strike with precision.
Attack after attack misses the target. Then in a single moment, the bird lunges forward. The snake's head is seized firmly. One powerful slam against the ground, and the snake is completely finished.
Across the wetlands of Florida, a cold and calculated hunt is underway. A great blue heron quickly secures its target. Its long, pointed beak clamps firmly onto the snake's head, leaving no chance of escape.
A heron's beak can strike with incredible speed, enough to subdue prey in an instant.
The snake attempts to fight back, using its remaining strength to wrap tightly around its opponent's beak.
But the battle is already under control. Finally, with one powerful swallow, the snake disappears completely as though it had never existed. In these shallow waters, things do not always go according to plan. A great egret suddenly finds itself attacked by a large snake.
Instead, it attempts to drag its opponent into the water to reduce the snake's advantage. Its long, sharp beak repeatedly strikes the snake's head. Yet the snake stubbornly refuses to let go.
The egret continues attacking, and the repeated blows gradually begin to take effect.
Eventually, the snake is forced to release its grip.
Amid the tall grass, a Seriema begins its bold hunt for a venomous snake.
Each time the snake launches a lightning-fast strike, the Seriema instantly spreads its wings to distract its opponent and leaps back out of range in a fraction of a second. Immediately afterward, the predator clamps the snake's body in its powerful bill and repeatedly slams it against the rocky ground. The force of these impacts quickly causes skull trauma and disrupts the snake's coordination, leaving its venom with little opportunity to make a difference.
Nature does not grant absolute power to any species.
Every predator has its limits, and those limits help sustain the balance of entire ecosystems. As wild habitats continue to disappear, it is not only the animals that are at risk, but also the natural laws and relationships that have shaped life for millions of years. Let us work together to preserve that wild world before it is lost. But in the shadows of the brush, a new confrontation is already sparking.
An unexpected challenger steps into the kill zone, striking first.
The reptile strikes with blinding speed, but its venom finds only empty air. With ancient instincts, the claws lock onto the spine, shutting down the counterattack. A single, precise strike delivers the ultimate trauma to the reptile's skull. Beneath the canopy, even the smallest multi-legged hunters carry absolute doom. One calculated sting, and the neurotoxins begin dissolving the target from within.
The violent struggle ends in seconds, leaving the snake frozen forever.
Where no predator rules supreme, and every mistake is answered by the absolute law of the wild. But in the deepest shadows of the brush, a new confrontation is already sparking. Danger is closer than it seems, moving with silent purpose. An unexpected challenger steps into the kill zone, striking first with perfect timing. The reptile strikes with blinding speed, but its deadly venom finds only empty air. With ancient instincts, the claws lock onto the spine, shutting down the counterattack completely. A single, precise strike delivers the ultimate trauma to the reptile's skull. Beneath the canopy, even the smallest multi-legged hunters carry absolute doom. One calculated sting, and the neurotoxins begin dissolving the target from within. The violent struggle ends in seconds, leaving the venomous invader frozen forever. Where no predator rules supreme, and every mistake is answered by the absolute law of the wild. On this arid landscape, the ultimate test of survival never waits for perfect weather. A new ruler of the sky descends, eyes tracking every micro-movement below. Every movement has a purpose, executing a cold and calculated ambush.
The powerful claws lock onto the scales before the reptile can launch an accurate counterstrike.
The more it struggles, the deeper the curved, razor-sharp claws press into its flesh. At this point, every desperate attempt at resistance only brings the grim end closer. Hidden deep beneath the jungle floor, another ancient ambush trap remains set. This time, the venomous snake climbs straight into the kill zone of an apex predator. Within this confined, pitch-black space, the absolute advantage belongs to the spider. The tarantula quickly secures its opponent, leaving no room for a counterbite. It drives its venomous fangs into the prey, destroying the nervous system from within. After only a few minutes of struggle, the venom completely overwhelms its opponent. The venomous snake is ultimately defeated, vanishing as though it never existed. In these murky waters, a single moment of misjudgment is enough to pay the ultimate price. The moment the crocodile detects the snake, it clamps down with concrete crushing power. The bite force eliminates almost any chance of escape, driving deep into the prey.
The snake instantly wraps multiple coils around the snout, trying to obstruct its opponent's vision.
But every effort to resist becomes meaningless against such overwhelming strength and endurance. Violent struggle rapidly brings the confrontation to an end. Out here, mercy is not part of the equation. Two hungry predators cross paths, and trust is never an option under the fading sun.
The rattlesnake sounds its warning, but its opponent remains completely unfazed.
Its agile legs and outstretched wings allow it to change direction instantly and maintain perfect balance. Attack after attack shoots forward, but each one misses the target by the narrowest margin. Then, in a single moment, the bird lunges forward. The snake's head is seized firmly.
One powerful slam against the ground, and the venomous snake is completely finished.
Years of survival are written across this landscape. Nature rarely chooses sides. It creates balance. Nature does not grant absolute power to any species. Every predator has its limits. As wild habitats continue to disappear, the ancient natural laws and relationships are put at risk. These bonds have shaped life for millions of years. Friend, parasite, or something in between. Let us work together to preserve that wild world before it is lost forever.